Hey guys, this is the Poker Team. I'm Zaifa and I'm here with.
Sahad.
And today we'll be bringing you another video. And today it will be an analysis on the Black Panther comic series. Now, the Black Panther movie is coming out soon. And for those of you who aren't up to date with the Black Panther arc, we'll be giving you this video basically analyzing all the main characters, the main story arc, his journey throughout the comics, and the countries that are involved with him. Now, without further ado, let's get started.
And so we'll begin our video by starting with Wakanda. Wakanda is the birthplace of Black Panther and one of the most badass places in the Marvel Universe. I mean, it has developed completely oblivious of the outside world, and that is just one of the dopest things about it. Another thing that is really interesting about Wakanda is the metal called vibranium, which, in case you didn't know, is not from Earth. It actually crash landed on Wakanda through a meteorite. This mutated some of Wakanda's animals, plants, and people as a whole. Wakanda as a country is governed by four cults: the Panther cult, the Lion cult, the White Gorilla cult, and the Crocodile cult. The Panther cult, which you can guess, is responsible for producing the next Black Panther, which is also the king. And in this case, it is T'Challa. The Black Panther is required to safeguard the nation and all that king and royal stuff. But for the next Black Panther to be christened or regarded as the king, he has to consume a heart-shaped herb that is only found on in Wakanda and is poisonous to any other person but the rightful heir. Wakanda is also one of the most highly developed places in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, they grew up, they developed their own technology completely oblivious from the outside world, which has in some iterations prevented their system from being hacked, while still giving them the ability to hack other systems. But how the entire world grew without even discovering Wakanda once, well, it's hard to figure out, hard for us to know. The country of Wakanda also has the most impregnable forces and fortresses in the Marvel Universe. I mean, during the Secret War arc, they were able to fight off and defeat the Krees. And in Infinity, they were able to fight off and defeat Thanos twice. That is badass on a very high level. One of the only forces that have been able to impregnate Wakanda are Thanos the third time, three times the charm, and Namor when he was seeking revenge from them as he kind of flooded the entire city by a huge tidal wave. Wakanda is also equipped with different sections that are responsible for different things, namely Necropolis, which is kind of Black Panther's secret base or Area 51, where he develops nuclear weapons and other worldly destructive things. And last but not least, about things about Wakanda. Wakanda also has a neighboring nation which are kind of like their rivals, which is the neighboring nation of Uganda. Uganda have tried numerous times to try and usurp the government of Wakanda or try and gain their resources through numerous coup d'etats and wars. But I mean, they were able to defeat the Skrulls and Thanos, so these people really have no chance in hell.
Now we'll be moving on to the main villains that Black Panther is concerned with, and coming up first we have Ulysses Claw. Now we've already seen him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but he hasn't done much. He was in the Age of Ultron movie, and we have seen him a couple of times in the Black Panther movie, so we can assume he's going to be a big part of that. But in the comics, he is one of the major villains that Black Panther faces. And when explaining him, we're going to try and deviate connecting him from Black Panther, seeing as he's not the only person Panther fights. So Ulysses Claw was a physicist, and he created this new type of weapon. It has the ability to convert sound energy to physical energy, and this was actually a great invention. But to complete it, he needed vibranium, one of the rarest metals in this world. So he tried to infiltrate Wakanda to get it, and he did successfully get it, but he got stopped by T'Chaka, the father of our Black Panther T'Challa, and he kills T'Chaka mercilessly. This brings up the beef between him and T'Challa comes, defeats him, and then he backs off. He does come against Black Panther a couple other times, sometimes for revenge, other times for other reasons, but that's not where his story revolves. In other times, he has been known to group up with other villains to try and defeat other heroes, and he has been known to fight other heroes one on one. So his story really isn't centralized by or around Black Panther. This makes him a really well developed character, seeing as he has even faced off the Avengers on multiple occasions, so he is not limited to just one character. His powers, like earlier stated, he has the ability, he has a metal arm, his hand was cut off. In the MCU, it was explained that Ultron cut off his arm. That was That's where they're going with him losing his arm. But in the comics, it was actually Black Panther that cut off his arm. And just a side note, Black Panther has killed Ulysses Claw a couple of times. So here he always comes back. So he lost his arm and he replaced it with a metal arm, and this arm had the ability to convert sound energy into physical energy. And this also, similar to the Green Lantern ring, gave him the ability to create constructs just with his mind. He will convert the sound energy into physical energy and use those to create constructs, and he was only limited by his imagination. In other times, he was completely turned himself into a being, a sound being, a psionic being. He was completely made of sound. This limited him for some time. He had to wear some suits that kept him together because he couldn't be in outer space and other things, but those are sidelines. Since he's just a villain and probably a side villain in the Black Panther movie, we don't think MCU is going to go with that. But in general, he is a cool villain. He has been fighting Black Panther for a long while now. He is quite powerful, and hopefully we get to see a lot of him in the upcoming Black Panther movie.
And now moving on to Black Panther's more important villains, which we'll be seeing a lot of in the upcoming movie. I'm talking about Eric Killmonger. Now, Killmonger's father was killed by Black Panther, namely T'Challa's uncle, and for that he swore vengeance on the throne. And it didn't help matters that his family and himself were also banished from Wakanda. Even though later on, when T'Challa became the Black Panther, he allowed them back in, he didn't stop his weird and sadistic antics. And despite what you might think, Killmonger is actually very intelligent, highly skilled, and has a lot of equipment and backing. He even has a couple of PhDs in there. And Killmonger gets most of his technology and backing from the neighboring country of Uganda, which, as you have already said, wants to bring the downfall of Wakanda. And this have brought about a lot of conflict between Black Panther and Killmonger and a lot of deaths. Killmonger has died almost 7 times in the comic and numerous story arcs, and he has also been revived most of the times. He had been revived by the Mandarin once when he was trying to usurp the Black Panther due to the Iron Man related things that he had done with him. He was also revived by some Killmonger loyalists. And even though every single time he comes back, he just keeps going on against Wakanda, the guy doesn't seem to learn. And later on, Killmonger also gets a son. And well, when he's killed, the son also swears vengeance on Wakanda. You can kind of see the vicious cycle that is going on around here. And as for Killmonger, he is not all fail because in some occasions he has been known to get the upper hand on Black Panther, and on one occasion he was also able to acquire the throne. But he came short when he had to consume the heart-shaped herb, and it can only be consumed by the king, rightful heir of Wakanda, and as you can guess, resulted in the Killmonger death. And they seem to be following all the Killmonger motivations in the movie as well. But Killmonger is not just only about Black Panther. We have also seen him join forces with other characters like Doctor Doom against the Fantastic Four, who are highly affiliated with Black Panther in the comics, and the Mandarin. But for the most part, he's a very, very major Black Panther villain. Even though he falls short, he's a very epic Black Panther villain, and we hope to see a lot of that in the upcoming movie.
And now we'll be moving away from villains and we'll be moving on to T'Challa's immediate family, his sister Shuri. Now, kind of like Ulysses Claw and Eric Killmonger, she has her own story arcs completely individual of that of Black Panther, which is something that we must appreciate Marvel for. She has her own story arc, she's her own character. So since she was a kid, she has always wanted a throne, she has always wanted to become the Black Panther. And before I forget later, I shall just add now that this was one of the things that stopped her from getting the powers of the Black Panther, seeing as she tried to take the herb, but the Panther goddess didn't give her the powers because of her arrogance and the fact that she has been chasing it since she was a child. Moving on, she had always wanted to be the Black Panther, and at some point, she wanted to challenge her uncle Cian for the title of Black Panther. But she found out that her brother T'Challa had already done that and had won, making him the Black Panther. Some events happened, and there was a fight, and Shuri was impressive, and T'Challa was actually impressed by her fighting, the fact that she was able to survive the match. And he decided to train her so that in case she needed to become the Black Panther or the Queen, she'd be able to take up the challenge without any stress. After Black Panther got injured in some issues, she took up the title of Black Panther. This is when she wanted to get the heart-shaped herb, but the Panther goddess didn't give it to her, and so she went on. She still donned the Black Panther suit without the powers and went into the battle, and this impressed the Panther goddess, and she ended up giving her the powers. Things happened. This brought us to the Infinity War storyline. Sorry that I'm skipping a bit. I'm trying to keep it onto the important moments only. She led to the destruction of Atlantis, to keep it brief. She sent the Wakandan soldiers after the Atlanteans. They destroyed most of Atlantis, they killed most of the Atlanteans, spared a few soldiers, and Namor himself. This is one of the most important decisions she had ever made, and Black Panther T'Challa himself was against this. He was banished and things went on, but that's more of a Black Panther storyline, so we'll stay away from that. She was eventually killed in the same Infinity storyline when she gave her life to save Wakanda. She tried to hold Proxima Midnight back while everyone else escaped, and Proxima Midnight eventually killed her. This was confirmed when her soul was seen among the previous Black Panthers, which is one way to confirm if a Black Panther is dead. Black Panther T'Challa, once he did end up bringing her back to life after a lot of stress, and currently she is still alive. But that wraps up most of her storyline, though it's still progressive given that she's still alive. But so far in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we have seen much of her in the trailer, and they seem to be following most of it. She seems to look up to Black Panther. That we have seen that a lot. They've shown her intelligence. I might have forgotten to add she is really intelligent. She's in the top five smartest women rather in the Marvel universe, comics universe. So they have shown her intelligence. She's the one who works on the Black Panther suits and his weaponry, and she has worked hand in hand with him on some missions. And all this is just what we've seen from the trailer. So we expect to see a whole lot more from the movie itself.
And now this is what you all came for. It's time for us to talk about the Black Panther himself. So we'll start off with a little history because Black Panther has got a lot. As it turns out, he is the first African and black comic book character to appear in a major comic book issue. And despite what we have seen in the MCU, his father did not die to the Winter Soldier or Baron Zemo. His father was actually killed by Ulysses Claw, which brought about their long-standing rivalry. And Black Panther has done a lot of epic things in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But we'll start off with his origin and how he became the Black Panther. Whereas his father died, he was killed by his claw, and he had to take on the mantle of Black Panther due to the fact that his sister was not worthy and his uncle's time was running out. He donned the suit of the Black Panther, became the king, and he did the job very well, might I add.
Now let's move on to powers. Now Black Panther is arguably one of the most powerful Marvel characters due to the fact that he has some of the barrages of powers that are required to make a perfect superhero. He has the intelligence down. He's in the top 8 smartest people in the Marvel universe as a whole, comics universe I'm saying. He also has tech. He's the richest by the way. Combine Batman and Iron Man and they don't come close to him, which is a common misconception. People do think Batman or Iron Man is richer than him. Black Panther is actually the richest superhero there is. He also has a lot of tech. He's really smart, as I said, so he invents a lot of things. And then he has vibranium at his disposal. This is an impenetrable metal suit that absorbs vibration. It cannot be destroyed, it cannot be cut, and this is what his whole suit is made of. So it makes him kind of indestructible. Then, as if that wasn't good enough on its own, he now has the heart-shaped herb. Eat from it and you get super strength, super speed, super stamina, super agility, super everything. So he's really a well-rounded character, and he's so powerful that he has been known to take on the Fantastic Four just to see how powerful he is. And before he joined the Avengers, he took on the whole Avengers team and defeated all of them just to see if they are worthy of his presence. So he is a really powerful character.
And on to more things that T'Challa has done in his lifetime. T'Challa is the sole and rightful heir of Wakanda. And as we've said previously, Wakanda is a nation that grew up previously oblivious to the outside world. And in turn, the outside world was oblivious of Wakanda. This all stepped up when T'Challa became the Black Panther, as he introduced the world to Wakanda and said, "You guys can't try us because we're this bad." And in the same sense, he was also one of the first people to join, one of the first non-Americans, should I say, non-heroes based in America to join the Avengers. And he has also been highly influential in the activities of the Fantastic Four, as we have seen him numerous occasions team up with these people. and as might I add, the Illuminati arc, which in the comic line is the sole protectors of the Infinity Stone. And Black Panther has been crucial to the events of these things and major events in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yep, Black Panther has been a part of most Marvel teams. He has been a part of Fantastic Four, as previously added. He has been a part of the Illuminati. He has been a part of many multiple Avengers teams. The Avengers, the New Avengers, Ultimate Avengers, different Avengers teams. So he has been going around a lot. And Black Panther is really an impressive character. And from the trailers and from what we've seen in the movie, actually, before I go into that, just to state something about his attitude, Black Panther is someone who isn't afraid to kill. He's one of the few Marvel superheroes who actually kill his villains. As we've seen, Eric Killmonger has died by his hand, and Ulysses Claw has died by his hand. So if you piss him off, you're going to die. And in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we have seen that he's not afraid to kill. We all felt pity for the Winter Soldier in Civil War. It was really a saddening scene, seeing him run away throughout the whole movie from the Black Panther. And we all know Black Panther wasn't trying to hug him, he was going for the kill. So we've seen that in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they are following Black Panther's attitude, his origin scene as he became the Black Panther after his father died. And they're just really following the Black Panther storyline, the story arc, they're following everything honestly.
And we'll be rounding up with what we might see ahead in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that we've seen in the comics. So Black Panther is heavily affiliated with the X-Woman Storm, as he even married her. And since Fox, Disney have purchased Fox, they have the rights to Storm. So we might see later on a lot of Storm Black Panther romance, and in the future a lot of Black Panther and X-Men team-ups, which we have seen heavily in the comics and the Marvel issues as a whole.
Also, still tying in with the Fox Marvel deal, it's we have the Fantastic Four and Namor. Now, although Namor was previously already in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it was hard to use him without the Fantastic Four scene, as that was where he first debuted in the comics. But now that Fantastic Four are in, we need a movie to tie them in. Now, Marvel can do it any number of ways. They are geniuses after all, but one possible way would be to tease them in the Black Panther movie, seeing as the Black Panther is highly affiliated with the Fantastic Four. So they could get a teaser in the Black Panther movie, and so could Namor. And Namor is the more likely option, since Marvel has been with Namor all this while, so it's possible that they've already written him into the Black Panther movie. So there is a chance that we'll see Namor, at least get a teaser of Namor in the Black Panther movie.
And last but not least is the Illuminati. Marvel finally have all the keys, aside from one horrible series about Black Bolt, that they have to make an Illuminati movie and the Illuminati team come to fruition. And Black Panther is a crucial member of this team. And hopefully, we kind of want to see a lot of this in the upcoming movie.
Also, one thing that we actually might have missed is that we might actually get a teaser of the Rogue Avengers in the Black Panther movie. Now, we know that Captain America and Winter Soldier were last seen in Wakanda at the end of Civil War, and we also know that the rest of them were broken out by Captain America, but they don't have a place to hide. Now, which other place is better than Wakanda when it comes to hiding? And in the Infinity War trailer, we did see Captain America, Black Widow, and a bunch of the others who were broken out, Falcon and the likes, in Wakanda. No, now that could have been at a later time, but we don't know. There is the possibility that they are all hiding out in Wakanda, and we'll be keeping our fingers crossed to see them.
So that's it on things that you should know about Black Panther, and I hope you are well impressed by this character because she's really epic. So that's where we're running the video up. You guys should check our channel for other things you might like.
And if there's anything you still do not understand about Black Panther or any other upcoming movie, please feel free to state them in the comment section, and we'll give you a comic analysis or a general analysis on that.
Yeah, so like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And from all of us at the Poker Team,
peace out.